Hey, all you mamas who are staying home or spending a lot of times with your kids and working part-time or doing a side hustle, this is an oil I want to talk to you about. This is called AromaTouch, and it's one of doTERRA's amazing blends. It's probably one of my favorite oils that I use on the daily, especially in the evening when I take a detox bath. This oil can support you as you are getting through all the mundane tasks, taking care of your home, going grocery shopping, meal prepping, doing the side hustle. It's a lot. And even though we create rhythms of rest and renewal and can, get our workouts in, it's still a lot. There's a lot going on. So I have been doing alphabet oils for my team, and this is the next oil on the list. It's called AromaTouch, and it's probably one of the unsung heroes that I don't hear enough about. My name's Holly, and I am a mama of two little ones. I'm also a nurse, and I love to educate on oils and preventative health and wellness. So AromaTouch is an oil that has a blend of Cypress, Marjoram, Lavender, Peppermint, Basil, and Grapefruit. And it's got a very herbaceous, minty, fresh smell. They also describe it as a little powdery. I find it herbaceous and just kind of fresh and clean. It reminds me of like a fresh bundle of mint or even cilantro. Cilantro's not in it, but I just love those herbs. And I love this oil. So I'm going to talk to you about like the top 10 ways that you can incorporate it into your lifestyle and utilize it for all its benefits. You have to remember that when they make blends, they've done a lot of research and a lot of figuring out what oils, how they enhance each other, how they work with each other, and the different profiles. So just a little back note, pepper notoriously is known as a driving oil. It helps enhance the properties of the other oils. And it's also an oil that is fresh, awakening. It stimulates your airways to open up and support open airways. It helps with tension and stress. It's very cooling. It's a great pick-me-up. And so that is in here, and you'll definitely smell that. Then you have Cypress and Marjoram, which are oils that historically have been used to provide comfort when you have discomfort in joints, ligaments. Maybe you have some chronic inflammation that is manifesting in a lot of discomfort throughout your body. These oils help relieve that. They help promote healthy circulation. And then you have lavender. Lavender is a very calming oil. It's going to support healthy hormone balance. It's going to help reduce and support cortisol levels. It's going to just support you in a way that you feel like less tension. And then you've got basil and grapefruit. I love basil and grapefruit. Those two oils actually together are amazing to support adrenal health. You can make a 10 ml roller, put those in there, and then put on the back where your adrenals would be, and it would just help support regulation of your adrenal glands, especially if they're overused and you're struggling with a lot of fatigue. But grapefruit is uplifting, it's fresh, it's cleansing, it supports healthy metabolism. And then you have basil that provides a lot of relief, healthy circulation. It helps with discomfort. It helps just to support regulation of hormones. So all these oils together can do a whole bunch of things. And I just want to remind you that everybody's body chemistry is different, so what works for one may not be the same way somebody else experiences it. So when you utilize these blends, you're getting all these different oils that can work together synergistically and provide a whole host of benefits. So top 10 ways I love to use this. I love to apply AromaTouch on the back of my neck, especially the base of my cranium and on down to my shoulders when I'm feeling stress, tension, or even just soreness from lifting a 3-year-old who's like 35 pounds or, lifting heavy groceries or whatever the things are. The next way that you can utilize this is we have a technique called the AromaTouch Technique actually, and it's a series of applications of oils, and AromaTouch is in that technique. But there's also a hand technique, and it's a series of touches on your hand and different ways to apply oils. And just giving a hand massage with the AromaTouch oil is super calming. It's I just feel like I'm a cat. Like I will do that, and my husband will rub my hands with the oils, and I'm like ready to fall asleep. So it's very therapeutic, especially little kids. I'll dilute this with some lavender and do that with my little ones, and my 5-year-old just will be like, Mommy, I'm ready to go to bed now. So that's just a therapeutic way to connect with somebody, provide stress relief, healthy therapeutic touch, loving on your babies. The third way that you can utilize AromaTouch is it's great for Epsom salt detox baths. So if you're someone that has already done that, I love to add 2 to 3 drops of AromaTouch to the bath. I usually typically do 2 to 3 Epsom salt baths a week as just a gentle way to detox my body. I love to put like 1.5 cups of Epsom salts, a little bath oil, or you can use some jojoba or argan or coconut oil just as a dilutant, and then 2 to 3 drops of AromaTouch. I like to mix stuff up, so I'll usually add in a little frankincense as well, but just this by itself is very therapeutic. And just soak for 30 to 40 minutes. It's gonna help balance out your magnesium levels, which most of us are deficient, and it's gonna relax you, help gently detox the toxins. You will sleep like a baby. So that's number 2. 3. Number 4 is I love to use this when I'm having really severe head tension. Usually it's during my menstrual cycle in that time of the month. I will put AromaTouch on the very base of my cranium, and then up here on the sides of my cranium. I will then add frankincense on the tip of my thumb, and press up on the roof of my mouth and hold it there for 30 seconds. And then I might even layer a little peppermint. That usually helps relieve the tension and just being down and out for the day and feeling nauseous. I'll smell the peppermint too, but AromaTouch is a great reliever. So if you haven't tried that and you've tried a lot of the other tricks, incorporate AromaTouch. It was a game changer for me. Number 5 is I love to utilize it for low back issues. I've had a disc that's moved, and just with a lot of the heavy lifting I did as a nurse on the floors, the inpatient med-surg floors, so I will often put AromaTouch on my low back morning and night. I'll do it before I go to the chiropractor. I'll also have it with me when I go get a massage, and I'll have the massage therapist use this. It just provides a lot of relief. It's super supportive. It's comforting. I love it, and I feel like it just helps support my body in ways that I haven't found other things did. So that's a great one. Number 6, it's great for joints that you're experiencing tenderness in your joints. Maybe you're having some inflammation in the joints. I had some water on my knee cap, and I was told I needed to get it drained, so I did, but then I was going to have to repeat that. I used AromaTouch diluted, and I think I added a little bit more of Cypress, copaiba, Siberian fir, and maybe wintergreen. Just a tiny bit, but most of the base was AromaTouch in a 10 ml roller. I applied that to my knee, and the extra fluid on the joint, for whatever reason, just went away. It took about 3 or 4 days, and I applied every 3 to 4 hours. And I've never had it since. So it's great for just reducing and supporting someone that's got inflammation, especially on the joints or discomfort. And you can always layer frankincense over it. Frankincense is a driver oil, as is peppermint, and so it helps enhance the other oils. And it's just got such an amazing repertoire of benefits at a cellular level. So I often just add in frank or layer frank over it. The next one for number 7 is growing pains. If you've got little ones that are growing, I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. My 5-year-old this last 2 months has complained intermittently in the evenings when we put her to bed that her shins and legs hurt. So I made a little tincture for her, and I put like 5 drops of AromaTouch. I added a little frankincense, I added like 3 drops frankincense, 3 drops lavender, and I think I put in a couple drops of copaiba, and then 3 drops of AromaTouch in like a little 3 ml tincture, and then I added coconut oil in the rest, and then I just rub it on her legs, and within like 2 minutes she's fine and falling asleep. So this is great for little ones that are experiencing growing pains. Just make sure you always dilute. Number 8 is lymphatic support. So we have a lymph tract. Under our armpits, we have over 20 to 40 lymph nodes. And that's what's filtering out all the junk and toxins throughout your body. So if you haven't gotten into dry skin brushing, it's a great way to just support your lymph system, move stuff along, stimulate cellular regeneration, all the things. I love to apply a couple drops of AromaTouch on my dry skin brush and dry skin brush in the morning before I get ready or jump in the shower. And that's a great way just to support lymphatic drainage. You can also do your own like lymphatic massage and just put some AromaTouch, a drop with some coconut oil on your hand and massage in. But this is a great one for dry skin brushing if you haven't gotten into that. I love, love, love it. I also use Slim and Sassy or Grapefruit, but Grapefruit is in the AromaTouch, so it's just a great one to support metabolism, your lymph drainage, and all the things. Number 9 I love to recommend AromaTouch is a great one to use for someone that has had a lot of cardiac issues and maybe needs some support with like a healthy blood pressure. So putting it on the bottoms of the feet or the back of the spine a couple times a day, diluted, is a great way to help support your cardiac health. Especially synergistically with drinking, half your body weight in water in ounces every day, and limiting your sodium intake and your sugar intake, and just really taking a clean way to navigate your health. But AromaTouch is a great one in addition to all of that to support that. So I often recommend that in people that are struggling to maintain healthy levels of blood pressure, to just utilize AromaTouch on the bottoms of their feet and the back of their spine as another way to support their body. Number 10, it is a great oil that helps with healthy circulation. So if you're somebody that maybe you in the wintertime, you don't do very well, you start experiencing numbness or tingling in your feet, they're really white, there's not a lot of color, they ache, there's discomfort, all of that. This is going to support healthy circulation. I often tell people to dilute some AromaTouch and massage the bottoms of your feet. You can also add in a little bit of cassia or clove and black pepper if you want, and make a roller bottle. Then take a hot Epsom salt bath. That's going to open up all your blood vessels and help promote healthy circulation, and your feet are going to get pink and warm to the touch. And then after you get out of the bath, go ahead and apply some more AromaTouch on the bottoms of your feet just to support that. And that's just going to be one tool that you have to really support your body and help with any discomfort you're experiencing. So those are the top 10 ways I love to use AromaTouch. I think it's an oil that every mom should have. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at AK Essential Wellness. I'd love to hear how you use these oils. I always love hearing what other people are doing. You can also follow me on Instagram at AK Essential Wellness, and check out my website and blog at akessentialwellness.com. Grateful to be able of service and just support my community, and I hope you guys have an awesome week.